Welcome, guys, to Possibility Podcast with myself, Tim, Mike, and Rob. We're going to be reacting to another REN video. Um, I've seen this one before, full disclosure, and it is an emotional song. Um, this is very different to what we've heard before from REN. So this is called REN Suicide. So obviously, as the name describes, it's quite heavy material in this heavy a topic. Um, so trigger warning at the outset that does deal with difficult subject matter. So if you are affected by anything like this, then yeah, maybe don't watch or just use caution. Um, right, we'll go straight into it and let's play.
I like those cartoon graphics again.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide.
So I'll pause it there. I paused it at like a terrible moment there, but what do you think of the video style so far?
I like that it's on a cartoony style graphics, I'm not sure what style this is, but I do prefer. It's a bit more thought provoking to me than just seeing the singer on stage or whatever. So yeah, it ropes me into the story a bit more.
I think it's AI. I'm pretty sure it's like AI generated. But obviously you've already got like themes of, you know, that relate to suicide.
We said you see that in the line, don't you? It's like another light goes out, suicide, suicide. It's just people just had enough.
And I mean that bit on the screen there, it never really felt like the right time. That's quite deep as well.
It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, I'm misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
See how the skulls turned into like faces and stuff then.
Yeah, it's key themes of, life, death, light, dark, demons in one's mind. You can see that with the kind of glitching, almost the technical glitching, where it's like someone's mindset is erratic, or they're a bit disturbed, or they don't know what the right decision. It's called cognitive dissonance. They don't know exactly what path to go down, and they're a little bit confused and things like that. And also there's this leaning on loneliness there, right? That it's a lot of individualistic kind of outlook here, where a person's on the train or on the bus by
Yeah.
themselves, head into a phone, this leading to this notion of loneliness, I suppose. And I think that I want to have a little bit more into the connectiveness around the different tracks as well, like, because I love how Ren brings in things from his previous songs in his
The
key
pig.
themes, and like
You
the
see the
pig,
pig
for
mask?
example.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to do a lot more than that. Let's see. Oh, and I love he's spoken word again, right? He's doing the rapping, which sometimes like can feel a bit disjointed, but I think it works in this. And that wow, that's it's very powerful. I think it's really good.
He said something in one of the lyrics just then as well about his skin not feeling like his own and stuff as well.
Silicone, yeah.
Silicone rubber. Yeah, and it's like I can imagine like that if you're in that bad place, that numbness and yeah, it's really poignant.
It kind of you could relate that to the Sick Boy song, where he's like, maybe it's not me that's wrong, maybe it's the world, and that's probably, this might be how people who are going down these paths feel, that I don't fit in, but it's yeah, and they feel like they've got no choice, sort of thing.
Heavy and right.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a dick boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky.
Do you know what I like? That he regurgitates a lot of his material in terms of, he's brought up the pig mask, the Sick Boy video. Like Eminem does that. He relates a lot of songs from years and years ago, decades ago that he's wrote, and it's like Ren's. He's building his own world that you can constantly pull from different aspects and songs and stuff like that.
But he's doing it, but it's not completely out. The ideas and everything are not out there. It's real life stuff, So it's not even it's not even just Ren's world. It's like it's accessible.
Yeah,
it's accessible.
I think that's why he has such like a cult following, and I can't remember what video it was. And I said, like, does he ever do anything sort of positive? But like, maybe that's why he's resonating with so many fans. Maybe that is how people are actually feeling now, and it's more and more. We know like mental health crises and that are getting worse, and more people on medication. We understand better aspects of the brain, so it's not just one thing now. It's a spectrum of whole range of difficulties, and so it is like a growing problem, and I think that's why a lot of people relate to him, because that is how people are feeling.
I echo what you say there, but I think it's just so brave of him to do this as well, because there'll be a lot of people who are struggling with mental health and things, and
this will be an outlet for them.
Putting this out there is really important to talk about this stuff.
Well, you can't write stuff like this unless you've experienced it or gone through it. You can't fake that sort of feeling, and that it's a bit like depression. People can tell you what depression is all day long, but you can't really empathize until you've been through it. Or a panic attack, you could describe the symptoms, and people do not understand it till you've done it, or till you've experienced it. It's very different. So I think he's obviously been through these things before, one way or another, because you just could not write like this without experiencing it.
And it's so easy, if I may add a point around. I think the hard thing is talking about feelings and stuff, because as a culture we've been coached previously in previous generations to not be the provider, be the masculine, be the the stonewall if you're a bloke, right? And and so I think this is a good thing that he's outlining that it's fine, it's okay, you should, like, don't be lonely, like, don't be on your phone on your own in your own little world, like maybe if this could happen, like just I'm finding it hard to verbalize, but my point is that I think it's good that he's writing material like this, to Tim's point, because it shows that it's okay to speak about it, is the point I'm trying to make.
Thing is, he would have known as well when he did this song. Sorry, Rob.
Please go.
He would have known when he did this song and calling it suicide that potentially it wouldn't be allowed to be played on the radio and things. Like, it's quite like a, I think it's a risky song, but I think he's done it. That's what I mean. I think it's really brave, to have done that. Quite risky. But I'm glad he has done this. Yeah.
I wonder, and this is a really dark thought, would he have gone down a route like this himself, and this music has been his hook, or his safety net, which has kept him away from doing the unthinkable?
Potentially,
I wonder if his music and his thoughts, getting them out, has kept him going, if he's ever been in this place himself. That's what I'm thinking.
If it's a personal experience, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, has he been in a dark? I mean, we know he's had his Lyme disease and this and that, but has he ever thought about it himself? He's like, you know what, I just can't take this, and has this music allowed him? And he's obviously, I do feel like he obviously feels like a misfit. He's obviously experienced misdiagnosis and things like that. He's not experienced the best healthcare and everything in the past. He relates to that in other songs, how you just feel like, you know, you are a misfit. And I wonder if there was times he's thought about doing this himself, and the music and then the fans which have backed him has helped keep him here. I hope not, but I do wonder.
Okay, let's carry on.
A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
You know, and although it's such deep material as well, the song itself's really catchy. It's just
Yeah.
it almost feels like a guilty
I'm over
pleasure
the
in
bits when he
terms of
shows him in his shell suit and that. It's like a reset for the next section. Yeah, I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, it's like a guilty pleasure almost. Like it's negative and you shouldn't be enjoying it because
you don't want to like it.
Yes, yeah. Well
the
said.
music is like catchy.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic ass. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it works, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
God, that's so hard to listen to.
What's going on there at the end? He's on about he's missing you. Something is he missing something in the song or something?
Sorry, yeah. So I do know the backstory here. So that is he had a friend called Joe, who sadly committed suicide. He jumped off a bridge, and REN was too late to get there to save him. So he says, like, you know, imagine him getting there just sorry.
Are you getting emotional?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I swear to God, and I didn't want to say nothing. I thought I can feel my eyes starting to fill a bit. Yeah, I was like, "What on earth?" But then I was trying to listen to the words too. Yeah, I was like, something to change at the end transition. There was something there about that. I didn't know what he was on about, but it maybe I could just start to feel the start. So we had a mate who's jumped off a bridge.
Yeah. So Joe. So basically, he jumped off the bridge, and what he's talking about there is, like, you know, he wishes that he could have got there in time to pull him back and pull him over the edge, and tell him that everything's going to be all right.
I think it's a little bit around that the point we made earlier around speaking to people, so that it doesn't get to that point. I also feel it's really upsetting for Ren to feel like he's got all that weight on his shoulders, like he should have been the one to have been there, which is upsetting.
How did I end up crying when I'm the one who's watched this before?
because there's a rawness to it, mate. That's what it's about, right? There's a rawness to it. Like the build up to that is showcasing the broader picture of loneliness and the notion of all different places where people commonly unfortunately take their lives, like you saw a train station and stuff like that, right? A bar, right? But then it went to a real story, so that's the point as well, right? Where it's because you connected to it.
I think the bit where he says, like, he's talking about his friends, Justin Steger and the lads and stuff, and he's like, he's saying about distance was his plaster cast. He didn't want to talk about it, and that's the thing as well. When people are going through, it's ironic, isn't it? It's like it's talking to people. That's what you need to talk to someone, especially if you're feeling that way. It's so important just to talk to someone. But I feel like sometimes people just bottle it up and keep it inside, and it's just not.
Do you know, I remember reading something about like suicidal thoughts, and I didn't realize how easy, but this might have changed, but I remember something, suicidal thoughts are something as simple as even imagining how you would do it. Not saying you're going to commit to it or anything, but that is enough. That is apparently that is the very start of feeling suicidal, is if you go, oh, do you know what? If I was going to do this, it'd be it. And I'm like, what? And I've had something like that before, and I didn't know until the person told me. He's like, well, that is a suicidal thought, and I was like, well, it's hard to, and you don't realize you're in that cycle. That's the thing, you don't know. And I think we said earlier, it's not really encouraged for guys to talk about stuff like that. And there's someone who I speak to a lot, and he's quite into this sort of stuff. And so as guys get older, they've got less and less people to speak to.
Yeah. Well, it's part of the reason why we're so connected, right? And that's part of the reason why we have these conversations as well, is because we've been friends a long time, and as you get older and you start to grow families and your situations change and all these things, it's really hard to be insular and just go on the day to day, and you lose that connection, you lose friendships, and everything's seasonal. Of course, people come in and out, and that's life. But I think, as you age, and even elderly people, right? The fact that they've lost a lot of their friends over time and stuff, and if they've not got family, they can be alone, and who do they talk to? And it's so important also to make sure you maintain contact with friends and family, or even just if there's a neighbor down the road you know of that could be older, doesn't have contact with people, like make the connection just to say hello and just be there, because that might be the only person they speak to that entire week, right? And just saying hello could make a difference in that person's life. So
have you ever seen that video of the elderly woman who's got dementia, who knocks on the guy's door complaining about his lights in the backyard to the black dude, and he's the way he handles it is amazing, and he ends up inviting her around for food or something, and she's so, she comes looking, I think she comes looking for an argument, just because, like you say, Rob, she's probably never had no one to speak to for a week or something, and the way he handled it was amazing. It is such a good video to watch, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know how he done that on the spot, unless he obviously knew the background for her, but he was amazing the way he handled her. But she was a person our age, younger one day, and then that's her reality now.
It's an important message that Ren's discussing here. It tackles, I think loneliness and this notion of being alone, and is it better? Am I better off being here or not? And it's so many questions.
This will resonate with a lot of fans, and no doubt there'll be a lot of them who feel like that as well, and this could be their outlet to deal with it.
The words are so powerful, and I mean, I keep on like reliving some of the wordings and stuff. Like he says, he's talking about being on the edge, and then one sudden movement exposes our fragility. Like, how
Yeah.
well written is that? Or one little
And I think
movement.
in a literal sense, he's referring that to his friend who's jumped.
Yeah.
It's just one simple thing, bang.
Yeah.
That's
It
it. There
is.
ain't no more life. I wondered, because I was watching the video at that point when the transition happened at the end. It didn't look just like Ren, and I wonder if there was, if you go back the AI, I wonder if that was like an image of his mate as well as him, and if the, because I thought that who's that face? It wasn't just Ren. I do think that they probably put his friend's face in this as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that doesn't look like Ren on the screen now. Obviously, it's Ren's hair, but the facial features not necessarily. But
I
Yeah,
think
there
that's
was definitely
AI
change.
playing with it though.
yeah,
I
don't know.
don't
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's his friend.
Okay.
But
If anyone
I'm
knows
not
in the
sure.
comments again, if you're deeper into it,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we
put it
are.
in.
Let us know. Be interested. But no, that's a hugely powerful song, and I think Ren's done a wonderful thing in framing it this way and being able to spread the message. It's great.
Definitely. I'm definitely editing out any time that you thought I was crying. It definitely didn't happen.
Why not? Why not, mate? Be
I'm
real.
joking. I'm just joking.
Why
Yeah,
not?
no,
It's okay.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Be,
yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Another great video from Ren. Please like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and we will see you on the next one. And guys, if it does affect you, this video, please reach out to somebody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well said,
Let's
mate.
catch you later, guys.
Well said. Thanks, everyone.